I think so. Wait, do you think Zach was afraid of the money? Because I don't know if I mentioned this, but he got 11,000 gold on the last episode.
Wait, what?
Yeah, on his walk through the Silent Forest board game, he got one chest that had 1,000 gold in it, and then another chest that had 10,000 gold in it. So he's not allowed to be playing and have money. I guess that's just the cosmic law.
That's hilarious.
And we'll eat your money this time on Bingisgoo. Last time on Bigbo Quest, we played a board game, a board type game, but like digital. It was crazy. Brian, playing Graybeard of the Gallows, was pulled off into a sort of forest hidden grove where this grass demon attacked him. He had his friend Mimi LaCranche, the living treasure chest mimic boy, to help him out, while Wolfsbane Nightfucker was just kind of silently, slowly trekking down this dark path and fought a giant rock golem. In an unfortunate maneuver, Wolfsbane's body became embedded in said rock golem, and he started piloting him. Wolfsbane got a lot of gold, as I mentioned earlier, and then as he approached the forest temple at the end of the path, some vines kind of caught him. Graybeard continued fighting this grass demon until Crink Sprinklefink, the fairy, came along and just blasted fairy dust at it until it melted. And I guess Crink gets money for that. One sec.
We just never cashed out Crink.
No, I don't even have a Crink sheet, but I just gotta know. I don't think they carry money at all, but hold up.
Who wants these shiny fucking rocks, dude? There's so many of them. Like,
oh wait, where are my weird dice? Hold on.
hold the phone. Where the weird dice at?
Wait, we have digital weird dice. Okay, let me roll a fucking D50. Boop. Damn, that's 44. All right, Crink.
Dang.
The squad then continued down the path, and Crink Sprinklefink, Mimi LaCranche, and Graybeard of the Gallows rolled up on a mysterious rock monster that then spun around to reveal Wolfsbane's face. And this time on Bigbo Quest, we'll be picking up right there. You might notice it's just me and Brian talking. I will be playing Wolfsbane Nightfucker in this episode, this possible finale. How do I do the Wolfsbane voice? Yeah, man, no. Hey, come on. Dad?
I hate how that
Dad?
you land the tone of it a little bit.
I can
too
land
well.
the dad pretty well.
Like,
okay.
The tone of the dad is
the tone of the dad. Damn, if this episode didn't already have a funny name, that'd be it. That's going in the description. Wolfsbane is just fucking flopping around, going like, Dad, I'm in a rock. I'm a rock man now, Dad.
I'm not your dad, but let me help you down. I'm gonna whip some wind around the vines to cut Wolfsbane free.
Ooh, give me wit and wind, which I've also always wanted to name an episode because I'm a slut for alliterations. What do you want from me?
And I'm healthy. That is one success.
Uh-huh. Yeah, with that, they just kind of they're like, what the fuck? Like, they kind of shake to the side as they let loose of him, like, oh, what the hell, man? And Wolfsbane kind of drops back down just an inch, but now has his footing. And he turns around and he's like, oh, that's not Wolfsbane. I don't think I actually like being a rock.
Well, how did you get into the rock? Can you do the reverse?
I tried to dive bomb it, and I just kind of became it. I cannot take it off.
Oh.
Well, do you want to do a dungeon about that?
I was gonna say, if you can control this body, Wolfsbane, it might help us in this next
I'm
this
strong
dungeon.
as hell.
Indeed, you are.
Mimi LaCranche is gonna like kind of look ahead, like at the doorway, and be like, hey, I heard something about this. Isn't this a place where like you guys can die over and over and over again and it's fine, but if you have perhaps like a really marketable character with you that could die suddenly, they'd be gone forever?
Oh, that's true.
Mimi throws up the peace sign. He's walking away.
Thank you for your service, Mimi LaCranche.
Hell yeah, see you in town.
Well, Wolfsbane, as I turn towards the front of the dungeon.
Bye, Mimi. See you, Mr. LaCranche. Yeah, I think he is too marketable to lose. And Crink Sprinklefink goes, me too! No, you can stay, actually. I think you're good with us.
Yeah, I think you'll hold your own, Crink.
I wasn't prepared to talk to myself as much as I will have to.
It'll be all right.
Crink goes, okay, and then rushes towards the door, adorably tries to grab a hold of it, and lifts the, like, handle, but it's definitely not being pulled open.
Allow me, Crink. I appreciate the gesture. And I'm gonna grab the door and...
Okay.
Like, Bloodborne, Dark Souls style, just slowly open this.
Yeah, you hit that double-handed fucking, like, Aragorn re-entry ass, like, slow door open, and, like, maybe even, like, you see a little bit of the inside of the dungeon rendering before it opens all the way, but by the time the door opens, it's all cool. There's a big ol' green-lined, stone-floored, big chamber ahead of you. And Wolfsbane is going to try and walk in behind you, bump his head like a silly little stormtrooper, and then crouch and continue on into the room.
Whoa. I'm going to peep this temple room that we're in.
Mm-hmm. I am gonna flip to see if Wolfsbane... Oh, yeah, give me wit investigation. I'm gonna do the same for Wolfsbane, because I want to see if he'd figure something out.
That's 2 successes.
0 successes. So you notice, like... At first, there's this cobbled stone, if only there was a word for that, but this cobbled stone floor that's going throughout this rectangular room that splits off into these 4 apparent hallways. But the walls, you can tell after looking, there is, like, brick beneath this green series of vines that just completely cover the walls of here. And Wolfsbane is gonna have the thought of, like, maybe I should use my fire... Oh, the sap. I definitely couldn't use that here. There's no fucking sap, but he got 0 successes. So, Crink Sprinklefink is gonna, like, take a step ahead and be like, better shot for traps! And then, he just kind of blasts on into the room real quick, and out of your line of sight.
Crink, no! Oh, that's gonna be bad. Remind me again, you said it's rectangular room and there's 4 doors in front of us?
Yeah, there's four sort of short hallways with doors at the end of each of them. Well, you assume the back 2 are, but... Usually we went to the most interesting one in the past, but I have no clue what room we'd even start with. Do you, I guess I could flip Gorgonzola, 3 times, do, a coin flip tournament for the 4, and he reaches in his pocket, and there's a dead flat-ass rat that he has not fed or cared for in any way for several episodes. Rest in peace, Gorgonzola.
I'm just looking at Wolfsbane like, oh, yeah. I just realized we did abandon all those fucking rats back at the
Oh, yeah, they're just kind of living a pyramid life scrounging now, huh, Dad?
Not your father, but, those poor rats.
Maybe they're like the Rat Kings.
I blame Traintron.
Yeah, we should deflect blame. That is the best course.
The blood is on that train's wheels.
Wheels? Yeah. Well, not tracks. Well, he does make the tracks, I think.
There's blood on his tracks.
Yeah, I get nauseous on that thing. So I'm always in a bad mood. Flying's scary.
So I think
I'm just adding new Wolfsbane lore.
I'm gonna say I think we should head for the leftmost hallway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll do whatever. And y'all are both just gonna take a quick left turn down the door. I'm gonna flip, or down the hall. I'm gonna flip for one thing just to see. Okay. That was not about you guys. I am just keeping track of Crank Sprinkle Fink now. You head into the left door, and it is unlike how the hallway, or unlike how the entrance was stone uncovered on the floor. This is just a room that is completely green, all over, including the floor, with a treasure chest at the very center of it. Wolfsbane is going to try and see if, in his stone form, he can even fit in here, and he cannot. So he is just kind of in the doorway and goes, oh, shit.
Oh, ooh,
and he
sorry, Wolfsbane.
Yeah, he kind of leans back. He's like, well, I'll give you moral support, and I'll probably figure out the puzzle. So you got this.
Thanks. And
there is no apparent puzzle in this room.
I'm just gonna walk towards the chest there.
Give me biology and survival as you walk across this viney floor.
All right. That's no successes.
Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna flip for one thing. Oh, right. All my cards are upside down. 1 second. So there is just gonna be a moment that you step on one of the vines, and it sort of moves to the side to reveal that, to make a small hole that your foot slips in to show you that there is no floor under the vines here. They kind of are making up this floor. And when that shift happens, the chest rattles as it tilts a little bit. You fall so that you are your left leg is crouched. Your right leg is now in this hole. I imagine you're holding yourself up with your hands, and the vines are mad. Wolfsbane is about to take his move, but he's just gonna ask Dad, should I light these on fire?
Yeah, yes, Wolfsbane. And I'm gonna try in that same thing to wind step up into the air of the room.
Oh, hell yeah. Old Faithful. Give me wit and wind.
2, 3, and I'm healthy. That is 3 successes.
Oh, fuck yeah. He's like charging up inside, or like the fingertips of this rock creature's like charging up flames, and then you just kind of like lift yourself back up with no issue at all and are now floating above it. And footing is no longer an issue, and there's a treasure chest in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna blindly open this chest.
Hell yeah. Give me... Oh, wait.
I need the treasure.
Give a fella a D100.
Oh, come on. There we go. 83.
Ooh. Oh, shit. Okay. You open up this chest and see this, like, metal short rod that as you pull on it, it just keeps extending out very unrealistically to the space of the chest itself, as this big javelin with a chain attached to it so you can recall it, comes up out of this chest into your hand. It is a +4 damage weapon, and yeah, it has close range and medium range as well.
Graybeard's just gonna look at it and be like, "Oh, yes," and he's gonna store his staff and
he's just gonna equip that shit immediately. And Wolfsbane from the doorway is gonna be like, anything good? Anything I should have had?
Sadly, Wolfsbane, this would not be as useful in your hands as it would be in mine.
Oh, okay. Whatever that fucking means, Dad. Here. And he, like, kind of holds his giant stone arm out.
I'm just gonna walk, airwalk to him.
Yeah. Oh, can you, like, yeah. I need a shot of Graybeard just airwalking on his arm, just so the vines don't get snappy. They do kind of snap the underside of Wolfsbane's arm, but he's made of rocks, and he's like, dumb. You're out of that room, and Wolfsbane's like, I really hope the other 3 are all treasure. That'd be cool.
We'll get you one. We probably should look where Crink went, but I'll be honest, I didn't really know where he went.
Yeah, he just shows up. There is... Wolfsbane's just kind of gonna rush ahead towards the other door, which, luckily, looks a little bit bigger than the last one. So he's excitedly like, alright, I'm gonna get my fucking treasure. And he rushes across the hall, and, oh, boy. Alright, so, Wolfsbane opens this big door, and he is super excited for the treasure within. And inside, it's very, very dark. So as you kind of catch up to the doorway with him, he's like getting ready to light a little fire in his hand, and he like snaps his stone fingers, and it kind of lights up the room. And what you see inside is sort of this giant yellow star that is all kinds of wrong, because the top tip of the star is kind of melted and slack to the side, but on the surface of it you can tell it is an eyeball, and growing out of the side of it is a perfectly round, kind of breathing looking eyeball. And at the center of this thing is a giant hellish mouth as a wish appears. And I'm going to flip one card for this. And Wolfsbane is just immediately going to slam that door shut as fast as he can. He's like, okay.
What did you see, Wolfsbane?
I don't know if I'm going to sleep again, but I don't... Unless, like, some door doesn't open somewhere or something, I think we could just leave that room.
Fair enough, Wolfsbane.
Let's
go to the next door.
Yeah, I saw every kind of hell just now. Yeah, let's go fast. And he's, like, doing a little half jog back into the center of this room. And there's one more hall down on the left and one on the right. And before you pick, let me assign some things.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. And Wolfsbane goes like, where do you want to go, Dad?
Well, we went left. Let's go right.
Ooh, that sounds right to me. And, there is... So, there's a door that's the same size as the first one, and Wolfsbane kind of can tell that he's not going to be able to fit inside. So he's going to just kind of rush at it very fast. And with the Joker...
Oh, no.
He is, in fact, he's going to rush towards it and just break it down. But start falling, as this room is identical to the first one. It is this floorless series of vines with a chest in the middle. However, the chest has now been sunken into the actual chest of Stone Wolfsbane, who is now suspended by these slack vines above an infinite void of nothingness.
Ooh.
Dad!
Wolfsbane, oh shit, as I'm like hovering over this pit.
And it slows down, so he's just like hanging. It's not like slipping or anything. And he goes like, you didn't deny it that time.
Oh shit, you got me there.
This chest is mine if I don't die.
What? You know what? Sure. Let's make sure you don't die first.
Oh yeah, probably. I have an idea. And out in the Silent Forest, Wolfsbane summoned, he concentrated his fire in such a way that made a combustion. So with his hands pointed downward and his back towards where the door was, he is going to try and draw his fire as much as possible to his fingertips to try and launch himself backwards.
All right.
And with 2 successes and a Joker, he is going to blast upwards at you, and you're just going to see this big gray fucking thing just fill your vision completely, as Wolfsbane falls back into you in the doorway, lands. Well, I'm gonna give you a chance to dodge this. Flip me 2 cards.
1 success.
Okay, yeah. You roll out of the way real quick as Wolfsbane falls onto his back very hard, and the stone suit shatters.
Ooh.
And there's just this rubble that Wolfsbane's kind of laying in. And he's like, that fucking hurt. But, like, if I don't get up, I'm still in the stone suit. It's just not as cool anymore.
Well, we got you out of the stone suit.
Yeah, I know it was the point, but I kind of started to like it. And he, like, gets up. Rubble falls to his feet. And he, like, kind of dusts off his My Chemical Romance Welcome to the Black Parade outfit that he has had on for most of this show. And sometimes I forget that for a second. And he's like, oh, chest. And ahead of him, there is, in fact, a treasure chest in the rubble. So we're going to roll a D100 for him. That is going to be the halberd, which does not have the range or anything for throwing it, but that is a +5 melee weapon he now has. So let's give him that.
Hell yeah.
He's a baller and a brawler.
I have an idea of what he could do with that.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell when it gets to the heat of the moment. I'll let him know.
Oh yeah. Halberd. Plus a 5. Oh, that says equals 5. That's 5 halberds.
Oh shit!
I call halberds of revealing light. So Wolfsbane pulls the halberd out and holds the rainbow katana in the other hand for 1 second. Goes, "I love you, bud, but I'll see you soon." And then kind of tucks it away into its sheath, and now is two-handing this big ass halberd. Well, I guess you get the treasure in the next one.
Indeed. Also, hold up. Is that... Can I want to get another look at it. I want to see, is that got a rainbow reflective metal as well as his katana?
Oh, let me consult with the cards real quick. Oh, sure it fucking does, Brian. I'm delighted to tell you that it does. That is that is like... I love the relation I have to a rainbow tinted katana and the fragility of that now aesthetically being applied to a hunk of fucking long death metal. But yeah, it's got that fucking head shop ass rainbow tint over this gigantic blade.
Glad to get that detail.
Oh yeah, thanks for checking it out. I didn't even notice. Let me change the item name to Rainbow Halberd. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Rainbow Halberd.
Wolfsbane's gonna do a cool move where he just kind of stabs it between two of the stones and kind of pole vaults himself forward a little bit, and then it flips back up in his grip.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm cool now.
Let's go on to the last door then. And we're gonna do a duo turnaround,
Oh yeah, so we pose up back to back, arms crossed for a second, and then start creeping on our way towards that door. But you dramatically kick it open, and inside there is a dungeon fly nest. And there is just this big glowing flower with these bulbous ends that illuminate around them to reveal these little miniature tiny model rooms that have wings and are floating around as the dungeon flies, not dragonflies, the dungeon flies are ready to be gathered for maybe some in a pinch healing. However, one of the dungeon flies is very clearly Crink Sprinklefink.
Crink?
Hey, gamers! I'm with my people.
Oh.
Hey, Crink. Yeah, are you gonna come with us for the fight thing? Flipping one card. Fuck no! Okay, gotcha. You seem to be really overpowered, so...
I'm gonna sneak behind Crink Sprinklefink and try to catch them in a vial.
Yeah, give me, and Wolfsbane will do the same. So let's do sneaking and survival to gather a dungeon fly.
I'm gonna burn a drive.
Okay.
I'm going to burn another drive.
Hell yeah. I'll just tell you right now, you hear Wolfsbane just kind of sweep this vial, and then it just... First of all, there's poison in it, so it's lucky he does this, but he just kind of tosses it, and it just slams against the wall and shatters. That's the third Joker.
Gonna burn another drive.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna burn my last drive. No successes.
All right. You try and grab these dungeon flies, but Crink Sprinklefink just kind of smacks your hand away each swipe that you take. Like, no. These are my homies. And this magical healing room offers no healing to you guys. It's like, well, that was kind of worthless. Will we see you back in town, Crink? Oh, hell yeah.
Well, this is gonna be fun. We'll see you in town then, Crink.
Later, gamers!
Gonna press forward.
Yeah, we just turn around out the door, and as soon as we're through the doorway, we are in that big rectangular room, but all of the hallways we have seen before are gone. And we are at the center of it. And, one of... Like, you're looking towards where we came in. Wolfsbane is looking towards the wall at the rear of this building. And we're going to have both of you flip wit investigation.
That is 2 successes.
Oh, hell yeah. Wolfsbane kind of notices that, like, the vines on the wall are shifting. And you notice that at the sides of you, from both sides of this building, there's these very much larger than usual vines growing directly towards the two of you. Literally raising up into the air, with a lot of control.
I'm going to turn to Wolfsbane.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn to Wolfsbane and say, "Quick, Wolfsbane! Throw a fireball!"
Oh, shit. And Wolfsbane is going to kind of just panic, absolutely, because he has no idea where the target is. So he is just going to kind of hold his hands out and pray to Fire God and see what happens. So we're going to do a wit fire for Wolfsbane.
So as the fireball, or I guess I'll wait to see if he successfully throws it in front.
Right now he's got 1 success, and I'm honestly going to hit his hero point.
All right, because I was going to say, if the fireball's left his hands, I also want to, like, basically throw a gust of wind at it to give it more.
With 3 successes, Wolfsbane is going to form 2 huge balls of fire in each hand, but keep them on his palm. For your turn, where now with wit and wind, you can shoot them at the vines.
All right, let me see. 1, 2... That is 2 successes.
Whew. Yeah, with each of them, we're going to you're gonna roll me with fire against that. Oh, roll me 2d10. You have a physical d10. That's the only die you have.
Hooray!
Yeah!
Let's see. I got a 3. Second roll coming in. A 10.
Okay. So the first ball you're going to kind of like launch to the side, and it's going to fizzle on this thing as it like burns through it under the flesh of these vines. And then the second one you are just going to blast, and it is going to exponentially grow and just burst against the other wall, charring all of it, drying everything out as the sort of midsection of that wall of this room is now just completely black. And the whole building is gonna shake quite a bit, and you hear a very loud screech emanate seemingly from everywhere.
Oh! Wolfsbane! The temple is alive!
Yes, it is, and in that moment, as you say those words, you feel like something is grinding, and then below your feet, you feel something moving. Like, as if you're in some sort of fantastical contraption that takes you from one floor to another in a, like, box kind of thing.
Oh, shit.
Maybe there's, like, little buttons you hit. But you are elevating as, you look out that big open door of the forest temple, and you see the trees getting lower.
Oh.
Wolfbane's gonna rush over to check it out, and he's gonna head to the doorway. And yeah, with 2 successes, he is looking down out of it, holding the frame, and he sees this temple is rising to its feet as the vine legs elevate the body of the forest temple to look over the tree line of the silent forest. And he goes, "Oh, I can see the spire from here."
Great, Wolfsbane, but we gotta kill this thing.
Oh yeah, this is fucked. 1 sec. Give me one more wit investigation. Wolfsbane's sitting this one out because he's rushing back to you.
So I have 1 success and 1 joker.
Okay. So, you definitely notice something. As, like, this, ahead of you, this series of very thick, interwoven vines is going to start dropping like this mass from the ceiling just over Wolfsbane. And it starts growing down very fast. And as it's getting close to him, it starts to seemingly unravel and like back away, but the momentum is still continuing in his direction. And as it opens up, you see a glowing green figure that looks very similar to the previous elemental champions.
Oh shit.
As the elemental champion of Earth dismounts his dungeon form to take a swipe at Wolfsbane Nightfucker. And he is gonna... One of these custom cards that Reagan made for me has 2210 on it, so I'm always fucking floored when I see him. But with 1 success headed Zach's way, that is going to be 5. And Zach's gonna get rid of 3 dodge and take 2 damage. Oh, take 2 damage to the armor. Luckily, I forgot. Oh wait, I had his rock stats.
Oh
so he has 4 HP, 2 armor. Now after the attack, and no dodge. But he's gonna try and swipe back. This thing is gonna slash across his arm, and just as quickly as it appeared, those vines are gonna like kind of snap down and pick the elemental champion back up. And there's just this protective twist of vines ahead of you.
I'm gonna send a wind swipe to disconnect the vines that are like reaching from the ceiling to his body.
Hell yeah. Give me brawn and wind to take a wind slash.
That is oh shit.
Oh.
That is 3 successes, one of which being the Queen of Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 6 successes.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah?
I would like to just take this moment to have a little rock in your pocket glow a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
As this heart-shaped stone kind of like does like the online TCG, like it's glowing, like you can use me as the heartstone in your pocket.
I would like to separate it from it and then throw my javelin so fast and precise that I just hook the dungeon boss.
Okay.
And yank it. And yank him from out of the vines.
I'll allow it, because, like, if you use the Heartstone, it's going to be so many fucking successes that... Because your charm is...
Is 4? Or my charm is 3.
Yeah, charm is 3, so 6 total successes. That cuts a spaceship in half, as Pretend Friends and Kevin Cole, creator of the game, have decided. So, yeah, if you popping that?
I'm popping that and then throwing the javelin.
Are you gonna eat it again, is my question.
Yes, I am going to eat it. I'm gonna break another tooth.
Okay. So what, damn. I
gotta make space for them gold teeth.
Exactly. You kind of like spin around completely with the javelin to like kick up this current of wind that rushes at it. And that is going to slice the vines. And as they are severed with this incredibly strong attack, they're going to wither away instantly. And just die as they fall towards the ground and reveal a vulnerable elemental champion of Earth. And then you're going to throw a javelin at it, Brian, and I need you to roll 6d10 for me if you can.
Holy shit. Alright, let's go with the first one here. That is a 9.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 4.
Gotcha.
That is a 6.
Gotcha!
That is a 3.
Uh-huh.
That is a 4. 7.
That's a 7. Yeah, so what's going to happen is you're going to throw the javelin into this thing's fucking chest, and you hear this terrible scream once again that echoes all throughout the building, and, well, it fucking explodes. And this green, brilliant aura comes out of it as you feel the temple in very sudden free fall. And Wolfsbane doesn't even panic about that. He just kind of looks at you and goes, do these guys seem kind of easy?
Yeah.
You really, really fuck them up. And in that moment, you guys make impact with the ground and are thrown down very hard and lose consciousness.
Oh, shit.
And in your vision, everything is black. And then, very, very tiny, you see this little point of light appear. And then another, until it fills the background with stars, with the exception of this one black circle. And as the sun rotates around it and illuminates it, we see this dirt planet. And the camera kind of zooms in, and it hollows out so we can see the inside, which is very, very dark. But once it focuses, we make out this purple mass that seems to be sleeping. but we can tell that it has one very small little eye and one huge one. And through, in the background, we see one of the stars growing bigger and bigger and bigger as this glowing white thing approaches and then makes impact with the side of this planet. And there is no destruction. Does not knock the planet off course, it just becomes one with it. And this white, glowing, sort of prism creature emerges the top half of its body up onto the surface. And it looks around for a minute, and then it starts waving its hands, and that dirt starts sprouting green grass and flowers and trees, and off in the distance there is desert sands accumulating and the world becoming itself. And in the planet, we see this purple mass start to wake up as everything around it is changing. And the purple creature kind of reaches up for one of the glowing white legs of this being creating all of this life around it. And the moment this purple creature makes contact, there is a pulse let out that is prismatic. It is all of these beautiful colors that just spread very suddenly across the world as the purple creature falls dormant once it hits his head and he is knocked out. And the white creature recedes into the core of the planet too. And this circular pulse kind of heads out and then retracts. And it finally makes this little circle, this ring, right at the point where they made contact. And something sprouts from it. And it starts growing rather rapidly. And this wooden building just starts twisting up higher and higher and creates a room on the side of it as the spire is born. And then your eyes open up. You are on the ground of this temple surrounded by these dead vines, and Wolfsbane is still asleep next to you.
What was that? Oh. I've been hitting the grog too hard.
That's a hard grog hallucination for sure. Wolfsbane's still asleep. I flip for him. You can smack him.
I don't want to smack the boy. Wolfsbane! Wolfsbane! Wake up!
Yeah. What? I had a weird fucking dream.
A weird dream, you say?
Yeah. There was, what was that fox guy's name? Mitz. Yeah, he was killing me a million times. And, I hated it. That was terrible.
You had to pick a fight with a fox.
Yeah, also, so Wolfsbane knows about My Chemical Romance, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Avatar, specifically the character Zuko, but he does not know anything about Naruto, Sasuke Uchiha, or Itachi Uchiha, so he cannot reference them in particular. Did you have the same dream, but with, what's his fuck? The App Man? App Time?
No, it was... I don't quite know what I saw. But
right.
I think, and I'm like gonna slowly kind of stand up and look at the ruins of what we have done.
Yeah, the ceiling has basically collapsed. We're very lucky with ceiling collapses, so it didn't smash and kill us. But there's definitely some sunlight pouring down.
It's almost like everywhere we fall, there's just a cookie cutter version of rubble and debris. No,
I think at this moment, I'm flippant. Yep, at this moment you look over and there is literally an exact outline of Wolfsbane of ceiling around him. He's just kind of Junji Ito origami faulted into. Just kind of slides up and out. Yeah, we're really lucky with that.
Well, not your father, but let's go get our...
Yeah.
Let's go get our treasure.
Yeah, let's get some treasure, Dad. Let's go to the town and get our reward.
Indeed. And I'm going to blow Traintron's whistle there. And then I'm also going to call Traintron right after and ask if he can give me a ride.
Wait. So you got, in one hand you got your whistle, in one hand you got your mobile. You're gonna sort of double ping Traintron, and Traintron's like, emergency, and he's headed as fast as he can towards the temple. And Wolfsbane gets up and starts walking. Traintron descends through the opening in the ceiling, goes like, well, hey, y'all!
Hello, Traintron.
It's your boy, Traintron!
It's time for us to go back to town.
Oh, okay. He is going to, kind of release some steam, come to a halt, open up the door, and as you guys approach, he'll be like, huh, what the heck? And then he just phases away.
What?
Wolfsbane is gonna like walk over towards the body of the elemental and start looking through it. It's like, I don't know what that was about. Does he serve someone else? Dad?
Not your father, but...
God damn it.
I don't know. I thought he served me. He came at my beck and call. I even blew his whistle.
And Wolfsbane is going to, like, kind of hold up the, he's going to hold up the body of the elemental where there's just a giant blast through the chest, and he's like, nope, not this one. Not going to be able to bring that home. Huh. And Wolfsbane is going to kind of put his hand into the chest hole of the elemental, and there's going to be this reaction, and this blue glow kind of starts coming out of the various cracks and crevices of this elemental, and you get that feeling that you're going up again as the temple starts rising to its feet, and Wolfsbane goes, oh fuck. I do not know what I signed up for.
Wolfsbane, what the hell did you do?
I don't know. I touched the magic. I'm afraid, Dad. And then the building is going to start stepping forwards literally through the silent forest. As you hear trees like cracking below it. And it just starts walking towards the spire.
Well, this works.
Yeah, I don't know how to turn or stop, though, is the main problem. And Wolfsbane's going to try and figure out how to turn or stop. Not only does he not have a clue, he got a joker. So, he's going to, like, kind of... As this thing is going and building momentum, he's going to pull his hand out of the elemental as the walking starts to feel stumbly as this thing powers down. It is headed in that direction you're trying to go, but you're definitely wobbling and descending. And Wolfsbane tries to put his hand back in and reestablish the connection, but it does not take this time. And you are stumbling towards Bingisburg as fast as you can.
Oh god.
We're gonna flip 2 cards to see if anyone is trampled. Well, lucky for the Fey Station, everyone over there is fine. You clear them with quite a bit of distance. And you didn't stop past the Thieves' Camp on your way through, but you will not get the chance on any previous journeys to the Silent Forest, as there's an audible series of hellish screams below as you just crush this whole little zone. And then the thing kind of... The temple kind of trips forward, and brace for impact. Give me brawn survival.
Alrighty, so that's gonna be a 1, 2, 3.
Using a drive.
I'm healthy. I got 1 joker and 1 success.
Do we... You have Old Blue, Brian.
I think I'm gonna shoot Old Blue.
Yeah, you're gonna pop. You're just gonna as we start to fall, we're gonna see Graybeard like pull out this blue gun and put it to his mouth, and Wolfsbane's like, "Oh fuck, I should have brought one." But then you pulled the trigger, and this sort of magical energy comes over you as you like brace yourself, and Wolfsbane's gonna touch your shoulder, and some of that comes onto him as well. And in that moment, the head kind of tilts in such a way that now the building just slides up to the entrance of the Silent Forest and finally stops right there at the corner into Bingisburg.
Also, I want to add something about the blue gun. I like
the Persona 3 ass.
No, I'd like to think that, like, as I'm about to, like, shoot myself with it, and Wolfsbane touches my shoulder and gets a little bit of that too, or I shoot myself. Yeah. This magical energy comes out of my head. And
Yes. I say Graybeard here, but I definitely meant Wolfsbane. So. Yeah. Yeah, so, like, Graybeard's just sitting next to you as you just draw this gun to your face and pull the trigger, and this magical energy just splatters all over him. He's like, "Great, being your son, always a good time. Okay. Wow, we didn't die. Let's get the fuck back to the mayor. I have some words for him."
Indeed, and I need my treasure. So, I think we're heading to Bingisburg.
Do you want the treasure first, and then I can do words?
Sure.
That's like, he might not give us the treasure if I do words at him, and they're not words he likes, because they're going to be like, fuck, and asshole. That's right, Dad, I learned those words all on my own.
Yeah, let's get the treasure before you give your words.
Hell yeah. And you guys are going to walk over towards the center of town. And I'm not going to make either character roll for the walk back, but I do want some wit investigation.
Alrighty, I think I got to shuffle this, and then let's see. So wit investigation, that's going to be, I think, exactly enough. 1, 2, 3, and I'm healthy, and that is no successes, and I need to shuffle my deck.
Ooh, okay. You are just kind of looking around, and it's just Bingisburg. You can make out that the mayor is standing out front of the spire, like right ahead of you. And Wolfsbane is going to pull out his Farstone and start trying to call Deacon Portia. And it's gonna ring as you guys are approaching. And Wolfsbane's like, you should go get your treasure first. I wanna see how our girl's doing.
Indeed, I'll go see what 2210 is planning.
You walk up, and 2210 sees you and goes, Graybeard, hell yeah. I didn't... It's not that I doubted your abilities, I just didn't know if it could be done. So I'm quite happy with you right now.
Yes, thanks.
Yeah.
I'll be taking my treasure, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I got you these astral anklets, which will actually complete the set of all the accessories I gave you, and it gives you a cool set bonus. And he just kind of holds them out, and they fly over onto your ankles and spin around all cool, but end up with the stars facing forward. Ooh. Do you have the other treasures on? You got the buckle.
I think the crown, the bracers, yeah?
Yeah, and the buckle. Cool. And at that moment, Wolfsbane is gonna, kind of call out to you. With one success, he's gonna say, hey, I can't seem to get a hold of Decomportia. And right as those words are said, 2210 is gonna flick his finger upwards, and you feel a really strong force pulling on you, Graybeard, from your head, your wrists, just under your stomach, and at your ankles. As the charged up astral accessories start pulling you through the air and stick you to the side of the spire.
Oh, shit!
And 2210 just looks at you and goes, you're so fucking dumb. You know that?
I'm just grunting, trying to get off this tower.
Yeah. And he's just gonna be like, you just drank away every fucking brain cell. Huh. And Wolfsbane is very upset hearing this. He straight up just drops his Farstone on the ground and pulls out this big ol' fucking rainbow halberd.
He tries to summon his flame wolf form, and it just isn't happening.
2210 is just gonna kind of look over in Wolfsbane's direction and go, oh, what's wrong, Wolfsbane?
It's your old pal, 2210.
The sort of visual glamour that has been placed upon the thing that stands before Wolfsbane would start phasing away. And what looks similar to 2210, but a lot, very visibly an earlier design that's a lot more chunky somehow, and instead of that white and multicolored finish, it is just pure chrome. As suddenly from the sky, the words fall as if it was like a fucking boss title. Laser, Elemental Champion of the Astral Arts.
Oh shit.
And he is going to reach into his, around his back and pull out the hilt of this sword that there's nothing above it. But as he lifts it up and presses this button on it, a massive glowing blade of astral magic forms. And he is just locking eyes with Wolfsbane, and he's like, you have been a fucking problem.
Well, knowing that I'm bound by hands and feet and stomach and head, I'm gonna stop kind of grunting and trying to force myself free, and kind of thinking, and I'm like, I'm gonna suck in a big little breath of air, and I am going to blow it on my javelin and try and hook 2210 with it.
Ooh, yeah. So this thing that's like hanging from a chain next to you, you are going to like angle your head down and try and blow at it towards the front door where Laser, the elemental fucking astral boy, that's the official title, is standing. Give me wit and wind.
1, 2, 3, and I'm healthy. That is 2 successes and a joker.
Oh boy. So you are going. Give me 2d10. There is no type advantage, but it's the die you got.
I got a 10.
Oh.
And a 4.
Oh, yeah. So you are going to stab. You're gonna kind of spit this javelin down at him, and it is going to stab right into his shoulder. But he doesn't fucking flinch. You, however, slide up the spire even higher from this wind blast. And now you're just seeing these two little, very, very small forms of what you formerly knew as the mayor and Wolfsbane standing across from each other. And it's at this point, from this angle, you realize that there's nobody out. Everybody is away. Like, the streets are barren. And Laser is going to take a few swings in Wolfsbane's direction, and Wolfsbane is going to parry them with the blade of his halberd. And they are going to kind of cancel each other out as they just start clashing. And Laser is going to say, like, they aren't even that fucking hard. I'm just not allowed to kill my brothers. And so I needed you, dipshits, and now I don't. And Wolfsbane's like, what the fuck? Dad!
Wolfsbane! Still not your father!
And the slashes from Laser stop. And he goes, funny you guys should mention that. It means a lot to you, huh? He says, looking at Wolfsbane. And he's like, I want to tell you a little something about paternity. Or maternity. Whatever. The line of secession. Here in the Spire. And it comes, as you could imagine, from the order that the eldest is first. So, I don't know if you've realized that Graybeard's room is higher and more recent than yours, you fucking idiots. But, he just kind of points up at you, Graybeard, while staring at Wolfsbane and goes, that's your fucking son.
And I'm just standing up there. What?
And then Wolfsbane's just kind of like, oh no, that's my dad. What are you talking about? And at this point, Wolfsbane is going to take a few swings, and he is, in fact, going to make a slash across Laser's chest, and now I have to shuffle my enormous, dumb, thick deck. But with... He's going to... he's got his halberd. So this boy gonna be hitting some 8s.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I literally do not have a D8 here for some fucking reason. Oh, it's because it's small screen. But I do have a D8 physically. It's a 4, 6. Oh, Yeah, he's gonna slash 10 points of damage across Laser's chest. And Laser is going to get quite upset. And yeah, it's happening now. With 5 successes.
Ooh.
Laser is going to pull off the sick, nasty move right before your eyes. And he is going to rush at Wolfsbane and swing his huge astral blade as Wolfsbane swings his back in his at Laser. And right before the blades make contact, Laser is going to press the button, retract the blade of his sword, tank Wolfsbane's halberd to his shoulder, and press the button one more time, sending the blade straight across his neck. As in an instant you see Wolfsbane's head fall to the floor.
Wolfsbane! And at this point, I am like fiercely trying to break free from this tower.
Give me wit and wind.
Hold up, let's see. Oh fuck. That is once again the Queen of Hearts and 6 successes.
Oh yeah, dog! Hold on!
May I suggest something a little poetic?
Hey Brian, do whatever you want.
Okay, hold up. I think we haven't addressed this. I think as... I think to make this kind of cool, because we kind of forgot that, we kind of forgot something that I decided at the beginning of this campaign. I think as Wolfsbane head hits the ground, and his body is about to hit the ground, a blue bolt shoots out from his neck. And as I'm assuming I'm breaking free.
Yeah.
As I'm breaking free with wind, and like in the air, this blue bolt shoots directly into my chest. And I kind of get pushed back up into the air a little bit, and I'm like, huh.
In Wolfsbane's final breath, his magic does leave him and jump to the person most important to him, as this lightning bolt shoots straight towards your chest, where the dormant part of your body, ready to awaken lightning magic, receives it, and there is static around your arms. This glowing blue series of flashes that are forming these lines all around you. And what do you do?
So I'm looking at my arms. I'm looking down and like just taking these sort of deep breaths. And as I just hold my arms out, I shoot them into the sky, basically into the clouds, and call upon a maelstrom of wind from the sky.
And I think we just see a sort of Graybeard elevator blast down to floor level as fast as possible, slam into the cobblestone, send dust flying everywhere, and you hear the audible snap of the magical bindings that were on you as you start approaching a kind of bewildered-looking Laser the elemental champion of astral arts. Whoa, that, holy shit, where did you learn that? Fuck. And he kind of readies his blade. And that's when something beautiful happens. And from the south corner, this wave kind of takes over the area where you're standing, but breaks apart like Moses parting the Red fucking Sea to avoid you. As on both sides, you see a mermaid woman on top of the wave, surfing it, hanging 10, and a robe-wearing blue lion. As they surf on in and crash down into Laser, dealing... Ooh, knocking his ass down for a sec. And they kind of land on the ground behind him on both sides as you are in front of him. They're like, okay, yeah, I had a bad feeling about this guy for a long time. You kind of actually made me start questioning him, Graybeard. Says Rainmane.
Rainmane, and I already forgot the mermaid's name.
Sea Baby.
And Sea Baby.
Sea Baby is short for Cow Baby.
I forgot. How could I forget?
But they are kind of standing there ready. Sea Baby is still hitting on a bubbler at the moment, and then kind of exhales and goes, "Hey y'all!" Got a lot of characters that sound like that, huh?
I'm gonna turn towards and point towards Laser and be like, "This needs to end now."
I don't fucking think so. he'd say, directly pointing his giant ass blade at you. And it's at that moment that you hear a really strange sound from the west, as like this very, very distant but very high-pitched wave of just completely surrounding chittering appears. And between the buildings of Bingisburg and over the rooftops and from everywhere, 5,000 rats rush on into the center and kind of trip Laser up as atop them, their rat master, a iron robotic gentleman, rides on in and corners Laser on his other side. And Fee just kind of looks at you, sees one little flash of that electricity, and just kind of points at you and just does the finger gun without firing a bolt, but just trying to remind you, like, hell yeah, we lightning boys.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I'm gonna kind of looking at my lightning powers. I'm just gonna hold my hands forward and sap, like, just fucking Palpatine this motherfucker.
Oh, hell yeah. Give me wit and lightning for that one.
And I'm healthy. That is 1 success.
Oh, hell yeah. Give me a D10.
That is a 6.
Oh, yeah. You send this wave of lightning that actually hits his blade and conducts through the handle and starts shaking him around as his eyes start glowing blue for a second. And then the current sort of ceases and he finds his footing. And from from the north, over behind Rainmane and Sea Baby, you are going to hear a kind of screech as these drakes, who are kind of gliding down from the mountain, head on down and land just on the southern side of Laser, closing him off a little bit and standing right behind you as Drungo leads this pack. And he goes like, I knew some fucked up shit was going on. I don't know why I didn't come with you, honestly. I've seen that man. I've seen that man feed the great dragon.
And I'm just gonna like give like a nod of like of approval.
Mm-hmm. And in another instant, you just see these small figures sort of pop out, like floating through, smashing windows as they fly in, as these very high-pitched little fairies start coming down from the silent forest, led by one Crink Sprinklefink, who's like, fuck you! And Crink is going to do a magical fucking punch across 2210's face. And that hits pretty fucking hard, actually. Holy shit. Yeah, so Crink Sprinklefink is going to kind of like knock Laser down on the ground with this punch and kind of float over him for a second and go, that's for killing my son! And yes, if we are following the order of succession, the room right below Wolfsbane Nightfucker is in fact that of Crink Sprinklefink, his real dad. So, we now stand with all of the friends you have gathered from anywhere except this central town, ready to make their move against this seemingly unstoppable force. It is your move, and they will all act as one after Laser's move. Let us begin the battle.
All right. Do I have my javelin with me? Or is it still in his shoulder?
Yes, it has been chained. Now, I would have it either way. I will let you pick, because if you want it to be in his shoulder so you can do some shit, absolutely. If you want it back, you can have it back.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna come in rushing with the cutlass to do like a sick ass slash across his chest, and as I'm doing so, grab the chain of the javelin and kind of do like this really sick like whipping motion with it, like not only ripping the javelin out of his shoulder, but like kind of tossing him up in the air.
Up in the air. Hell yes, hell yes, hell yes. Give me... That's gonna be either brawn melee or brawn athletics.
We're gonna go brawn melee.
Hell yeah, that's a ridiculous ass amount of cards.
Holy balls.
Just because it's probably the last turn I could get away with this, I'm going to say Wolfsbane's finger kind of like points at you, and he's going to give you his drive.
All right. But that is 5 successes. Think
yeah,
1,
dog.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, that is 5 successes.
All right. So, you are going to do just that. And by the end of it, you send him up into the air and pull the javelin down into your hand out of him. And as he is up in the air, he is going to take his move. And from his eyes, from the palms of his hands, the thrusters on the back of him, from his cute little backpack he's got on him, and from the kind of gem in his chest, he is going to fire astral beams carelessly at this huge crowd gathered around you guys. I'm gonna hit. He is going to kind of spin up in the air, holding these lasers out. And first of all, every single Drake, except for Drungo, is going to just get evaporated. As well as, and let me get I gotta get my rat counter going.
No.
Including
Just hundreds of rats.
2,100 rats.
Just 2,100 rats.
Just evaporated. They have stayed alive all this time to see their friend Gorgonzola. But hey, maybe they saved themselves some pain.
Very true.
And Laser just kind of finally stops, puts his hand together, and you see those points charging up another attack. Drungo turns back and sees everyone behind him that he has brought with him to help killed off in a second. And when his mind takes the coin flip between fear and rage, rage wins over. And he is going to jump up. His claws are going to grow gigantic. And he is going to kind of flap both of them to get him some extra air. And he is going to try and smash his huge-ass claws around Laser. And with the Joker, Laser is going to kind of, like, he's going to put his hands around Laser, and then you're just going to see all of Drungo disintegrate into a blinding light around him in an instant. And I should probably bring up the NPC sheet to start doing some red.
A lot of people gonna be dying.
It's very possible. Very, very possible here. Drungo is undone in an instant, but that does not deter Fee from, he holds one hand up while the other's already forming the gun. And what you see after a moment is this fog of sand coming from the desert that he is, like, summoned here. And it's gonna form this big disc and sort of shoot at 2210. And at that moment, Fee is going to point the gun and fire lightning at it. And I'm gonna flip before I say the result. Turning that shit into glass, as this big open, like, hold sharp disc catches him in the middle and starts spinning around violently. And on its detonation, there are sadly going to be a few rat losses. Hey, we only lose 28 rats. And if on a good... 28 rats down is a good day, as far as, like, the potential rat losses. Rainmane and Sea Baby are going to do a kind of group move where Rainmane rushes at Sea Baby and creates this pool of water above her head, and she swims up into it, and then she creates this block of ice below him that lifts him up to where she is, and then she creates a pool that he swims through, looking very afraid while he's submerged in water, but he's being brave. And they proceed to chain this kind of ladder of swimming upwards very, very fast until they are level with 2210. And then they blast it all at him as they, like, slowly descend to the ground. And... And 2210 is going to get a little wet. And he just kind of looks baffled by that one for a second as they're, like, on their way down. And very enraged,
He is going to charge some wind from his hands and blast it towards this kind of falling torrent back at them.
but it just makes it sort of tremble and explode and start raining down on everyone below. With luckily no damage. And then Krink is normally pink, but right now she's red. And with an audible she is going to charge up a beam of fairy dust, an Old Faithful. Oh my god. And Krink Sprinklefink is just kind of gonna glow as this charge builds up. And Laser is gonna kind of reach his hand out like he is fighting for control of this light inside them. And push. And in that moment, Krink Sprinklefink suddenly explodes. I wasn't fucking ready for that one for real. That broke my goddamn heart.
2 lines of successions just killed right off.
Yeah. My god. I hate Laser. And after all of this disorientation, everything is kind of falling. The tiny body, the rain, the glass debris that is luckily missing everyone, and Drungo's ashes. As, like, in just a moment, all of this goes down. And you feel able to move again. What will you do?
I'm gonna look around at this horror and then just kind of look back up at Laser. Notice that he's wet. And I'm going to imbue... I don't know if this is how it works exactly, but I think this kind of goes on to the point. I'm going to look at my javelin and imbue it with the power of chasing.
Oh, hell yes! Hell yes! You're going to use your ultimate magic, the combination of lightning and wind. Yeah, you can do that through your javelin. Fuck yeah. It is going to be... use one of your resources to cast this.
Oh, I do not have any.
Oh, you're supposed to... Oh, yeah, I was supposed to give you them when you unlocked your second magic. But now you have 6 points to use your ultimate. Let me pull up Chasing real quick, just to make sure I'm remembering it right. Cannot miss. Had to make sure about that. Yep. So, you are going to... We're going to flip just for damage purposes. This cannot miss no matter what happens. But give me either fire and lightning, wit and lightning, or wit and fire.
Wait, fire?
Yeah, it's the combo of the two.
Isn't it wind and lightning?
Oh, wind. My bad. I'm looking at Wolfsbane's sheet right now.
All right, so read me that again. What is it? Wit and...
Wit and wind, lightning and wind, or wit and lightning.
We'll go lightning and wind on this.
Hell yeah.
You got 1, 2, 3. And I'm healthy. And how much drive did Wolfsbane have?
He gave you 1, but that was on the last move.
Okay. I never drew that.
Oh, you didn't flip? You know
No.
what? You feel the support of your son. You see his decapitated ass body pointing at you, and you feel inspired because you're a sick, twisted fuck. So, flip one extra card.
I'm gonna burn a hero point.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna burn the last hero point. Fuck it. All right, that is 1 success.
Okay. Chase it. Yeah. Give me a D20 on this one.
All right. 7.
Oh, okay. And it is with your lance, so that is a +4. So that is 11 damage, undodgeable coming at him. And it is going to stick through his chest, not piercing the gem, but just kind of very stiffly caught through his torso. And you once again have him on the chain. And Laser is going to, at this point, focus all of his energy to his hands and point them out towards Rainmane and Sea Baby. And he is going to blast 2 boulders that suddenly just grow in his palm right at them. And I'm going to see. Okay, so this isn't going to work how it usually does, but it's still going to be quite funny. With no successes and 1 joker, Laser is going to just kind of spawn these boulders in front of him, but with a strong wind coming from the north, they're going to start rolling at him, and you're going to hear him go, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, and he starts rushing back towards you. But at his side, in a flash, there is just that black cloak, and Rainmane is basically just following him as if he was his shadow. And Laser looks down into his eyes, and Rainmane goes, hey, do you want to see my fist of astral? He's gonna charge his fucking arm up and punch up in Laser's direction. Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
This is a bad game.
Oh.
Rainmane is going to charge this glowing golden energy around his hand and punch right at Laser with a huge smile on his face. And with no successes and 2 jokers, Rainmane is going to just get absorbed into Laser's body in a flash. And Sea Baby cries, no! It's like, that's not even her voice, so that was crazy. As another one falls right before you. And suddenly aware of the lack of possible breathable water for her,
Sea Baby is going to rush off towards the gate in a huge panic. Yet now Laser lands right ahead of you, Graybeard. And he looks a little nervous of that fact, as it is now your move.
So, I'm going to grab, with him in front of me, I'm going to charge up my hands with this lightning. One is going to grab the spear, or the javelin, and the other one is just going to go straight through and grab the crystal in the center of him.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I'm about to overload this motherfucker like a battery.
Oh, hell yes. Give me either brawn and lightning or wit and lightning. God, all of my fantasy friends are dead.
I was the same.
Crank Sprinklefink, motherfucking Rainmane, Drungo. Fee's alive, thank God.
Thank fuck.
Shouldn't say that now.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I got 2 successes.
Okay, hell yeah. Roll me 2d10.
That is a 9. And the second one is a 10.
Okay. You are going to... This is thematic, especially where you pick to punch, but you are going to... You said you're sending a charge through the javelin to electrocute him and then doing like a goddamn Sasuke Uchiha Chidori into his chest?
Essentially, like, both my hands are, like, imbued with lightning and I'm digging in. Like, I'm not only causing, like, immense pain by grabbing the javelin to shock him through it, but also to shove my fist into his chest to wrap my electrical hands around the crystal.
Yeah, Brian, with 19 points, you're going to wrap your hands around the crystal and it is going to turn to dust in your grasp. And this little robot boy, now kneeling before you, his eyes start getting a little bit dimmer. You hold that crystal and send this charge of an element that 2210, or Laser, does not know how to control. Something from a different branch of magic than he excels in. And it absolutely overloads him when you flood his core with it. And he is going to...
What the fuck? No, please, no, got it.
And he, yeah, right? I love that I have to put the board back in 2210's hand to my side when I do that. But he just starts flipping the fuck out and explodes in a gigantic sort of wave of magnetized electricity. And that wave is going to pass over you and Fee and everyone. And they don't seem too fazed by it, but in your kind of coat pocket, you feel a really strange sensation as there is about a half a second of intense burning and then no funny feeling at all.
And I'm just gonna start gripping the right side of my, like, chest and shoulder, like, oh.
Yeah, and you pull that coat open a little bit. Yeah, and you see this red, yellow, and blue kind of plastic chunk that looks like the celestial component you picked up way long ago has embedded itself into your body in a way that there does not seem to be a visible break. It seems like part of it now.
What the... Oh.
Graybeard, as you make contact and touch that celestial component that's now embedded in your body, you stop feeling the ability to move.
Oh, what?
Out in the street, you hear some doors start opening, and the Jizzard splorches on out. And you think he's maybe coming to you, but he just walks towards the gate of Bingisburg and kind of stands at the side of this main road. And from your other side, Threadworth rounds the corner. And Bandy, the raccoon. And Boots the dwarf. A little demon you haven't met yet. This werewolf man and this vampire guy from your Trickster's Eve adventure all start to walk out and kind of form this lining along the path from the spire down to the Church of the Underlord. And the very last figure you see kind of rushing in at the last second is the Shrimp Lord. Rushes out of his home and gets in place to line this path, and the doors of the church open up. We see these purple eyes kind of glow in the darkness of the doorway, and Aurora exits with a dark-robed figure following her and starts headed towards the spire, and the people begin clapping and cheering, and those who are physically able start whistling. The Shrimp Lord tries to whistle, and it does not make a sound. Aurora, just kind of silently knowing what this means, waves to them with probably the happiest look you've ever seen on her face as she gets closer and closer to the door. And then she just kind of holds a hand up on each side and goes, "Thank you for your patience. Yes, I will be your new mayor as the de facto replacement for Laser. And to help me out," and she just kind of gestures up towards this dark-robed figure who drops the hood, and you see one Decomportia with glowing purple eyes kind of looming over Aurora. And Aurora goes, "Miss Decomportia is going to serve as my assistant mayor to keep things running smoothly. I'm not sure why that wasn't a position in the first place." And give me wit and investigation.
All right. Give me uno momento here to get these cards shuffled.
Totally the same recording session.
Yep. No, I just went through the whole stack.
Yep.
All right. So wit and investigation. That's gonna be a 1, a 2, a 3. I'm healthy. That's 2 successes.
Oh. With 2 successes, your body is still, but your eyes kind of wander around this scene ahead of you. And you lock eyes with Decomportia for a second, and the Decomportia you know is not staring back at you. And you start to wonder what's going on, but then your eyes kind of drift over to the side, and you see Wolfsbane's body. And that's when you notice that it's just his body. His head seems to be missing. And at that moment, Aurora announces, "Hey, so we are going to have a new group helping us
keep the streets of Bingisburg safe so that nothing like any of this happens again. I'd like to introduce the Beast Hunters. And from the front door of the spire, a group of what were formerly known as the Adventure Friends Mercenaries Guild, now wearing a new BH branded outfit, steps out into the street with one Cater the Satyr behind them, looking smug as fuck. And with 2 successes, I'll say that you do notice on his hip there's this kind of L-shaped hunk of metal in a holster. And he says thank you, leads the Beast Hunters to like kind of march past him and Aurora and Deacon Portia. And Aurora finally reaches the front of the spire and goes, "Hello, everyone. I am so sorry that we had to go through all of that mess that Laser made. It is some cowardice of the Astrals that simply cannot be helped, and we don't know why he contracted anyone to kill our beloved elemental champions that give us our magic. But, we will not tolerate anything like that anymore. Luckily, I am pleased to report that one of the terrorists responsible has been defeated. A unruly beast by the name of Wolfsbane Nightfucker. And we will lay him to rest with no honors.
How dare you!
And Aurora hears you chime in and goes, "Oh, not right now." And then just holds her hand up and snaps. And then everything you see is white. And you feel dust beneath you as you slowly wake up once again.
Oh, what the fuck? What is in...
As you sit up and your eyes start to kind of adjust to the light, you see that you are in a pure white ashen area. And give me wit and investigation one more time.
I got 1 success.
All right. Well, the first thing that you notice is that next to you there is a figure, a kind of monochromatic looking elf that is laying down asleep right at your side. And you start to try and piece together what led you here. And there is nothing before in your mind. This is the first moment you can think of as you awaken in this strange world, probably looking for rum. And we'll see y'all next time on Bigbo Quest. have a new patron.
Oh shit! I was gonna say before we go on to there.
Yes.
I guess in the rare chance anyone's going to Station Unity, I will be there.
Oh hell yes! If you are hearing this episode, we're getting it out as soon as we can. If you're going to Station Unity, Brian B-Bone Rigatone, that's actually what's on his birth certificate, will be there. Please bother him. Please ask him questions to things I have not given him the answer to.
Oh, absolutely. I will 100% follow it up with the what's it called? The authority? The authority of it going to be right. Like, absolutely.
Yeah, like he will just claim to know anything in the future. So get your wild predictions from him.
I'll be wearing what I'm going to be considered my convention drip, is a sequin jacket. It'll be It'll just be a purple sequin jacket that I may or may not have purchased off of somebody's body during an auction.
Oh yeah, that sounds like they fucking died, Brian. It sounds like someone died waiting for the auction, and then they just threw him up on the stage.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't on their body at the time.
True.
But was once worn by them.
Dude, at the last MagFest, when they had the ritual sacrifice auction, that really livened things up.
Absolutely. But yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be having fun there. I guess that was the only other thing I could think of. We got a house to clean up.
Let's clean this house. We'd like to thank our patrons this week, this final week of Bigbo Quest banners. We are excited to move on to the next part. So I would like to thank Lil Sprinkle.
I'd like to thank good old Chris Mitchell.
That's a large thanks to Caitlin Southards. I don't know if you can pronounce this next last name, so if you have trouble, it's okay.
Hold on, I do want to try and give my best thanks to, this is such a tough name. Tahira?
There's no right angle to go at it.
Tahiriza DeGraw?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Tahiriza DeGraw.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
1 second, let me open all of my social medias at once and change my last name to DeGraw. And done. I'm very fast at it. It's going to be Olivia. I got Olivia this time.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to Olivia because I won't see you in this season anymore. We're on a new season after this.
That's very true. It's a big old thanks to Carolyn Davis.
It's Alicia. It's Alicious.
Big ups to Trevidation.
Big ups to, we're just giving ups. Like, I have so many fucking ups to give. Largest ups to Waldington for continuing to check out the show. Shit's getting wild.
Hold up. I mean, can I borrow one of your big ups? Wait, hold up. No,
yeah.
Hold up. I got one last big up at the bottom of my pocket for Deborah Cruz for cruising on in to this show.
If she didn't cruise on in, we wouldn't know it was her. I'll be honest. I have a pretty large up left, and I'm gonna give it to Alex Bochelle.
Shit. I'm sorry, bud. And you're new, too?
Yeah.
It's kind of fitting, giving your name. I don't got a big ups for you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just like your name, you are unlucky to have a big ups to unlucky.
With an exclamation point at the end. Unlucky! Hey, y'all. I was just joshing, trying to make Brian not feel bad. I've got a massive fucking up right here that I've been saving just for my boy Jack of No Trades, Johnny, or as Patreon likes to call him, 27 Weevils in a Paper Boat.
And a genuine thank you to Kevin Cole for
Thank you for making this game.
Thank you for making this game that Ryan could twist in his own fucked up way.
Calvin ball it. Just piss all over it. And you go, I'll give you $1 about that. That's insane.
Get
real.
It's real, and genuinely thank you so much for making that game and giving us a few years of
fun.
A few years of just fun sitting around doing dumb shit over card flips and dice rolls.
And it is so adaptable. It is so easy to just change out the wording of 2 or 3 stats and make it whatever genre you want. It is so fun. I want to shout out the Wizard Scroll. It's a fantasy fiction podcast hosted by Chris R.R. Bauzo, the RR himself. And you should check it out. Eventually you might hear my voice on it pretty soon. Maybe I did a thing. I don't fucking know. I'd also like to give a big thanks to Hoobie Doodles. He releases stuff on Blue Sky. He is an artist that does a lot of pen and paper sketches of cool ladies in armor, and they're fucking nice. And he has said some nice things about Bigbo Quest, and he drew a Lesser Dargan. And I wrote these show notes months ago, so there are just other random things I've kind of tacked on. I'd like to mention the YouTube channel Renaissance VFX. They do these animations and behind the scenes showing the creation and modeling, rendering, all of that for these Bionicles lore videos that I did not think would be my jam when I started watching them, but they fuck. Please check them out. That's Renaissance VFX. And that artist again is Hoobie Doodles. Check out his doodles.
Oh, hell yeah. God,
you got any fun things you want to shout out that you just enjoy?
Oh, fuck. Where to
Piss.
begin?
I'd like to shout out Piss in general.
Absolutely.
Just as a concept.
This is a timeless shout out to Biggie. I mean,
Oh, well, yeah. You know what? That's fair. I'm sorry I didn't do that. We got Hoobie, we got Biggie. What other E's we got? Hey, big ups to 331 E-Rock, the first person I saw say the words big ups. That's our third E. One thing I'm excited for is there has been some issues with the original soundtrack I recorded for Banners specifically before I did the Banner Fall versions. And with this episode, I have started putting in the Banner Fall versions of these songs. I think they're going to stand out a lot better from the audio. I got some new songs in there that I'm really excited to bust out as we take another lap around Bingisburg. Around Ekaram, the planet.
Ooh.
I said it wrong. These are very old show notes, so I'll just... instead of announcing it, I'll just say, we are still planning in the future at some point to do A Tale of Two Dads, our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. We have a fantastic idea for our characters. Zach has a lot of notes for the world, but he does not currently have the time to play out that whole campaign. So at some point in Bigbo Quest following Bannerfall, possibly with a short... not one shot, but a short series after. We will get to that. I am very excited for it, and we will tell you more about it as we get close again. The Bannerfall soundtrack I previously mentioned is now out on YouTube and Spotify, any of them streaming things. If you just look up Bigbo Quest, you will find it there. You can join our Patreon to get early episodes, little bonus things. Sometimes I write weird stories and put them up there. And access to our Discord, where you can hear us tease things and make weird jokes and
send you project updates, and we have a play-by post for Space Kings that if you wanna join us and fuck around in Echoram, you can join us in what I'm referring to as Echoram Online, the MMO based on Bigbo Quest banners. You can visit bigbo.org for all of our links and info. We actually have a wiki that now I will need to update with all of the information from this season. Although it's pretty up to date, everything before this episode has been added. So we have that link in the show notes or on bigbo.org. And you can learn all about any characters, enemies, areas, whatever interests you. Please, we don't ask for this often, but it really will help. And if you got here, please rate our show and review it on your preferred podcast platform. We will try to read them on the show if we get any from whatever platforms we can check. And I do want to remind, I learned something when I was trying to write a review of the show Storylords, one of my favorite podcasts. It's very, very good. Apple, I don't know if Spotify does, but Apple profanity filters any reviews that you try and put in. So if you type like, love this fucking show, that review just doesn't exist. So give us your best disgusting, clean review.
And if you really want to give us your disgusting, unclean, like filth review, just give us $1 and drop it in our drop it in our Discord.
Discord it up. We will see you on the next season. Before we get started, we will sit down, talk about some stuff, setting it up, and see what's going on with our new monochromatic friend. Brian, would you like to let the people know what they can do after they have a Bigbo good night? Or wait, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Bigbo Media.
Hell yeah. Good night, y'all.
There we go.
time for some post-credit shenanigans. We see the empty mayor's office of Bingisburg. And we hear this strange magical resonance kind of give in and audibly snap until one of the floorboards starts being pushed up by this white plastic hand. As 2210, firstborn of the Bingisburg Spire, rises from the confinement that Laser had put him in. He steps to the front door of the office, looks outside into the crowd, kind of sighs in relief, and then steps out. And he sees the beast hunters walking over towards the Church of the Underlord, and the people are cheering, but he detects malice. There is this familiar darkness that he sees in this crowd, and out loud he says, "Fuck that," and starts rushing down towards the south. He gets out of town as quickly as possible and just starts headed away in that direction until his treads cross over into this new realm that is pure white ash. And ahead of him, he sees two figures. One of them sitting up and looking like they're piecing something together, and the other one completely knocked out. And 2210 approaches Graybeard and reaches his hand out to him and goes, "Hey, are you okay?"
Oh, what? Oh, me head just feels. Oh, what? Just blinding white light, and I'm gonna reach out towards 2210's hand.
2210 is gonna reach his hand out to yours, and when you reach out, you're going to see that you have a almost matching celestial arm. And once you take his hand into yours, in an instant, it all comes back. From the moment you woke up, to meeting Wolfsbane, to your journey with the elementals, to your encounter with Laser, and Aurora's sort of reset of your protocol. And 2210 is just looking in your eyes as this happens. You don't even tell him what happened. But he goes, okay. Maybe don't tell that lady in charge that you remember anything from before. How about you just follow her instructions for now and report to me whenever you can.
Oh, poor Wolfsbane. Oh.
It seems things have gone very, very badly here. And at those words, the monochromatic elf next to you silently just kind of rises up and sits in his place at your side. And he looks confused for a second. And then the man beside you puts his hand up and waves. And it's pretty quick to notice that on his hand, where you had your star, where Wolfsbane had his spiral, there is a red triangle. And 2210 goes, "What the fuck does that even mean?" And we'll see y'all in the next season.